All right, you want to do a quick crispy trivia before we get out of here?
Crispy trivia. It's been a while since we've done a crispy trivia.
It has been, and I thought it would be fun to do one where this is specifically, do you remember the second movie? Which
Nope.
I think you've seen more recently than I have. But
I
since we
saw it
were
the
kind of talking
night.
about how
Yes. Wait, I just want to share this with our audience because we have this ongoing thread, this ongoing gag of Morgan never sees movies. In order to watch the third movie, guys, I had to A, watch the first movie in its entirety because I had never actually seen it chronologically in order. I just saw like clips randomly out of order. And I had to watch the second movie. So I went to see the movie on a Monday. So on Saturday night, I watched the first movie. And on Sunday night, I watched the second movie.
so it's you should do very well at this quiz because it has been years since I saw the second movie,
I'm going
and
to
I
be honest, I
assume that I
probably
am going
won't.
to. Well, we shall see. Can you see my screen? Did it work correctly this time?
Did it screen share? No, I don't see anything. Oh, wait. Something's changing. Nope. Now
Maybe
I'm
it's
just
just on a
me.
delay.
Oh, there it is.
Interesting.
What
Okay.
is the name of the male lead character in Avatar? Oh, that's a give me because that's not second movie
Yeah, so this
specific.
is a pretty easy one. So this is got options of Jack, Alex, Nate, Max, Nick, and Jake.
Oh, I see. They threw in Jack to like maybe throw you off, but no, it is indeed Jake. We've said it
Yeah.
several times throughout the episode.
It's like the only character anybody can ever remember. So, hooray to us for
Jake
not at least
on also though, I think one of the reasons that we remember it is because the native people that I can never remember, they always say his name Sully
the
instead of
Navi,
Sully, which yeah, the Navi. I got to
Jake
be honest,
Sully.
it's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice because oh, we have lost Jason, folks, so I'm just gonna keep talking, but the Na'vi always say Sully instead of Sully, and it's definitely an interesting choice, but they don't particularly have an accent in the film, so it's weird. I'm not entirely sure why they do that. And Jason's back, everybody. We've rescued him from the depths of Pandora hell.
Okay. All right, well. Okay, so for question number 2, we have which of these actors played the male lead in Avatar? I feel like this is another softball, but some people have what is it called, aphasia, where you can't recognize faces.
Is
So we have 6 actors on screen.
Is that a thing though? Like I know it's a thing.
Uh
I know it's a thing racially and
yeah.
that's going to annoy people, but like I have an
No, that's
acute in
actually
a
a condition. That's actually a condition too for just general you can't like really grasp the concept of people's faces. I think it's
really
called aphasia. Yeah.
interesting.
Unless I'm
I've never met
mistaking
anybody with that, so
I haven't either, but apparently it is a small percentage of people that are afflicted with it. That's wild though. So I
well, our
recognize
hearts
most of the
go out to
people
those
in
of you with
this.
that condition.
Absolutely. I recognize most of the people in these images, not all of them. I see Nick Lachey in there who is definitely I don't think he's an actor. I don't think I've ever seen him act in anything. I see James Marsden, I see well, what's
What's
his
the
name
question?
from the Abbott or from the Fast and Furious? This is which actor, like we're picking a picture of the person who plays the male lead in Avatar, which is a
Oh,
very I know the answer. I'm just trying
center
for the
bottom.
audience that's listening only. Yeah, center
Oh,
bottom.
they don't
So,
have the
but I'm
names listed. It just says via Getty Images.
right. You're there. It's basically asking because the movie is all blue characters. Do you know who's actually behind Jake Sully?
Yeah.
Which
And
it is
un-
the bottom center.
unfortunately, for those of you listening to the audio only, this is a visual question. There's 6 pictures here,
Mhm.
and the answer is the bottom middle.
Who is Sam Worthington? We are 2 for 2, Morgan, on the "Do you remember the Way
I
of
there
Water"
these are
quiz here.
not trivia. These are not
These are not. I mean, these are total softballs. All
these are
right, what is
just
the name of the
questions.
female lead character in Avatar? Do we have
Linda,
Nelitra, Rayleigh, Lilanda, Natiri, Rachel, or Lyra? I'm going with
Rachel,
Rachel. I have a strong, firm belief that it is Rachel, of the
of the
Navi
Na'vi
tribe.
tribe. Um,
We know
yeah,
this is Nateri.
yeah, we know.
All right,
We
let's
know.
see if we get some trickier ones in here because so far
It's
this
not
has
gonna
been a
happen.
little lackluster. All right, here we're getting some good. No, we're not. This is also easy. What is the name of the place of the moon where Avatar takes place? We also know this to be Pandora. I'm not even going to
Oh! I didn't
beat
actually
around the
know it
bush
took
on that
place on
one.
a moon. I thought it was a planet, so that
That's
is
why I
actually
thought it was
news
going
to
to be a
me.
good question just now. Because I saw that and I
Did
was like, oh, maybe it's asking us what the name of the planet is that it's the moon for. And for that, I don't know that I would know that.
it's a pretty big moon, though, if it's a moon.
Some are. I mean, Jupiter's moon Io is huge. I
Mm,
think it's bigger than Earth, or at least Earth like. So
yeah.
a moon doesn't have to be small. All right. So it is now asking us, this is another visual question, which of these actors are in the movie Avatar, but not in the main cast of people? Um,
Bryan Cranston.
so we have the options of Brian Cranston, Kevin Corrigan, Patrick Wilson, Jeffrey Donovan, Matthew Fox, and Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah, it's Geo.
Yeah, is it only one?
Which of
Yeah,
these
which of
random
these? So it's,
actors they're
I
not
guess
really
it's everyone.
random.
This is a terrible quiz. I'm not gonna lie. All right, it was him who plays Phoebe's brother in Friends.
Indeed.
All right. Oh my gosh. These are the worst questions. What is the name of the alien species in Avatar? Is it the Shi'ar, the Taris, the Twi'lek, the Na'vi, the Na'vila, or the Avatars?
The Avatars.
Can you imagine if it was just that unimaginative? James Cameron spends 20 years and like, these people, they're called the Avatars. They do Avatar things. I'm just going to write Avatar over and over again. Which actually reminds me, I forgot. I was going to ask you when we were talking about cultural relevance. Have you seen the SNL bit with Ryan
No.
Gosling when they're talking about for Avatar, like all he does is use the papyrus font?
Oh. That
Have
sounds
you seen
funny,
that
but
bit?
I don't watch SNL. If there's an
I
SNL bit, I haven't seen it.
I you should
Blanket
YouTube
statement.
it because I would argue that that bit has more cultural longevity than the original Avatar movie did.
That's like that
Didn't make it
person
didn't make
I
that money,
forget
but
I forget I forget who said this, but somebody on Twitter, I think it was saying, in the very near future, the primarily Star Wars content will be content about Star Wars and not actual Star Wars.
which makes sense. I mean, if you're going to try to expand the universe at some point, well, you know what? We're already getting that because how many of those movies are about like trade wars and stuff like that
No, no,
versus
no.
actual?
Her point was that the primary source of Star Wars content will be people talking about Star Wars and not
Oh, I
actual
see.
Star Wars. It'll be
You mean
like
like fan
SNL
fiction and stuff?
skits and commentary and fan
Mm.
theories, and and it won't be actual Star Wars.
I could buy that. I think like the MCU is that way too because there's a whole subculture of people that all they do is just break down trailers and discuss character theories and that sort of thing. I mean, it's like a whole industry now.
Yeah.
This next question sucks, so I'm going to edit it for you.
What do the humans want from the aliens in the movie Avatar?
S- So I'm gonna pivot here. Instead, do you remember the name of the special mineral that they are trying to mine in order to
Yeah.
bring back to Earth to try to help
Yeah,
it?
because this was so dumb, and you were just saying, could
It
you
was really dumb.
imagine if James Cameron was so unimaginative that he just called them the Avatar people? It's called
Yeah.
unobtainium.
Yes, and it is the worst name in a movie ever. Now,
So stupid.
here's an actual tricky one, and I thought this quiz was supposed to be about the second movie, but apparently they're just all from the first movie. But in the second movie, they are mining they're hunting those whales because they're trying to mine for their brain liquids. Do you remember
Yeah.
what that is called?
Oh, I remember that scene, but no, I don't remember what the brain liquid is
I
called. I
don't
do know that
either,
it's
but
80
it is
million a
more
vial. It's 80 million a
yes,
vial.
and it is more interesting of a name than unobtainium because that name sucks. But, yeah, so we're just gonna skip along here. Oh my gosh.
Which of these actors
Which
played
of
the
these
villain?
actors played the villain in Avatar? There we go, we got the whole thing.
Oh,
Martin Donovan, Sigourney Weaver, Laz Alonso, Chris Eigeman, Stephen Lang, or Michelle Rodriguez. These are the easiest questions.
when do we cut our losses, Jason? Do we finish this quiz?
We're almost at the end, I think.
Are we? What
RDA,
is the
we
name of the
man,
evil
these are
corporation, RDA? What is the
yep.
first in the
Avatar's the
series
first. How many planned
of
movies
how
are there?
many? Well,
Mhm.
currently 3, but supposedly 5. Like, how do we answer that question? What is the right answer that they're looking for?
Avatar's the first in a series of how many planned movies? There's
Oh,
5
so
planned
5.
movies. Yeah, so 5. Wow, that's it. That's the whole quiz. This was the worst quiz maybe we've ever seen.
I don't know, the Looney
I am
Tunes
s
one, which never aired, was pretty bad.
That one was pretty bad too. This is close. I did not screen this ahead of time, and I need to do some due diligence on these because they are rough when they are bad. But that one had so much promise because it was supposed to be, "Can you remember this stuff from Avatar 2?" Not a single question from that list was specific to Avatar 2. Not one.
Nope. Nope.
Wow, what an epic fail.